Okay, so originally you had the shaft, as we said, just leaning way too far forward, taking a lot of loft off the club. Ball comes out low, less backspin. The backspin comes from loft and speed. We haven't got speed in these short shots because the ball's not going very far. So we've got to utilise the loft to get the ball up in the air, flying higher, and therefore it lands. It sort of lands here rather than shooting across the green, as you said some of the shots were. Okay. Now your ball position on these two are better. You had a tendency to move it a little bit too far back. Okay. Middle of the stance will be absolutely fine. Okay. And we want to make sure that your zip and the end of the club there are kind of in line with the front of your sternum, and that is just now, if we sort of draw this line and continue it down, as you can see, it's just left the golf ball there perfectly. You can see here now, we're pushing your hands forward, how your zip's gone a bit, so you're creating a bit of a zigzag and an angle there. And we watch where your hands are on, we say your hands are definitely this side of your left knee on here, okay, it's left of the knee. As you swing to the golf ball in fear of hitting the ground, okay, as you hit the golf ball, your hands now are going towards that knee, and your weight's kind of leaning back a little. It's a bit of sort of lean back, up and away, to then try and almost preset the hands forward, okay. You want to just get yourself onto that left side, and we stay there as the club then comes back. There's your strike now. Your hands now return back to a very similar spot. If we look at the impact position here, okay, look where your arms are in relation to your body. The difference, and that's basically the same impact position there, okay, but these hands are now more inside your left knee with a more neutral, therefore more bounce of the club, rather than you sticking the hands forward, increasing the leading edge sort of sharpness, shall we say, and increasing the dig. And what you then did was just try not to hit the ground. In fear of fatting it, the ball 10 yards in front of you, you just try to miss the ground by ways of shoulder shrugging, tension the grip will often cause that lift anyway, elbows bending, leaning back, all of the above to just try and avoid hitting the ground behind the ball. So I'd practice if you can with that. Use a flag if you want to, an old golf club or an alignment stick or something. Not too, they'd probably be too thick, you have to be way back here probably, but yeah, something on the inside of your right, on the outside of your right foot there, just to give you the feeling you're getting a nice gentle angle into the ground. And again, do a 3 or 4 practice swings to the side of the golf ball with your feet further back. Just try to go back and through, disturbing the turf. Whereas before, you could see some of the divots you were making. When you did better, your divots were sort of a little bit less, because obviously there's dig on the club, there's less disturbing of the turf, okay? So you'll get more and more trajectory. You'll also be able to relax your arms, which will then increase the club head speed to the ball. It kind of creates a bit more of a scoopier feeling. We're not scooping the ball, but your arms are allowed to actually sort of swing through and release through. On occasion, you look a bit sort of locked and a bit tense, and your fear of stabbing into the ground has created like a jab forward with the hands, and just,
I suppose over the years, because I used to literally roll the wrists years ago.
Yeah, I think what happened is then when you did it naturally, yes, I wouldn't say rolling the wrist is ideal, but you're using your wrist, you're more loose. The same when you throw a ball, you're able to judge distance and get a reasonable strike. Then you started learning about technique, you started changing things and misinterpreting ball back, hands forward, feet open. Those 3 moves got to go hand in hand. If you move the ball back a smidgen, we're talking that, the hands will therefore be in front of the golf ball. And if we just turn our chest to the side, the ball now goes back, which then puts the hands. So all these little tiny moves, they happen together, but people move their hands forward 3 inches, their feet open 10 degrees, and the ball back 3 inches. Well, now you've got 9 degrees forward. You're so steep and digging into the ground, you can't use the club properly. And therefore, when you do make a good contact, or the lie is perfect, you play a reasonable shot, but you just go low anyway. As you when the ball lands on the green, it's bouncing over. So that make sense then, yeah? So more neutral at setup. Again, there's a guide for you. What you're looking for now is kind of the zip and the hands and the ball all kind of in a nice sort of straight line there. So you're just literally moving yourself sideways to the hip. So this hip and this shoulder will move kind of that way towards target. Don't push your handle or your hands forward, because that would de-loft the club and increase the bounce. Decrease the bounce, increase the leading edge. Okay, mate?
Yep.
Good stuff. Right.